You got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop, 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 smoking no cooking the hot pot, fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot, 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 cooking the dope in the pot, pot, pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't know nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Got me a river to do with the shit.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Excited to have you guys with us. Welcome to the Betting News Network and your afternoon Betspresso. My name is Sweatpant Jesus. That is Shaggy Bets. That is Vsauce on a Monday. You weren't expecting that, were you? And we got Mr. Colby Marcio in the house. Excited to have you guys with us. Thanks so much for stopping by right here on the channel. Chat, excited to have you guys with us. What's up, Rowdy? How's it going, man? Thanks so much for being here. Right here, brought to you by our sponsors at Betonline. Chat, you guys know the deal. Get involved with Betonline with that cute little QR code right at the top corner of the screen. Get a $1,000 deposit bonus and $10 dropped into your account. You know, literally just for scanning the code. That's all you gotta do. Just scan the code. You're getting all the goods.
$10.
$10 dropped into your account. And after how I bet yesterday, I need it. So need the $10 into my account, please and thank you. But hey, we all have days like that.
I am not financially wealthy to the point where I will refuse a free $10. So
I don't think anybody. If anybody
The
ever
sign up
tells you they're
referrals are honestly get me going.
Yeah,
they do.
I'm like, I've had a bad week. Who can I message?
Yeah.
Who doesn't
What
have
new
an account
person-
yet? Who needs a
What new
referral?
person can I get involved? Yeah, exactly.
Texted my third aunt of the week.
Mhm.
Of the week. Do you have an account?
How many ants do you have?
I got a lot. I got a lot of
Wow.
ants. My parents
Really?
come. Yeah, my parents.
You probably should
My-
get some bug traps then.
Yeah, probably, dude. Seriously, but that was a good.
That's as
result.
good as the joke you told us to start our day in our meeting this morning. That was almost as good as that one.
I don't remember.
Almost.
So I don't remember.
Good. That's all right. It's a good one.
But, yeah, my dad's
Uh,
got four siblings, and my mom's got 5. So
Wow.
yeah, I got a big family over at the Shaggy household.
The mystery machine's a busy machine.
At the Betts house.
At the house of bets. The house of bets. Fucking hell. Yankees in 5. We are going to have baseball talk later this week. Colby's going to be dropping pieces for you guys every single day on Betting News before the World Series starts on Friday. But we're going to get to everything tonight. We have a doubleheader of Monday Night Football. We're obviously going to talk about both games tonight. We're also going to talk about the weekend in just a few minutes, and we're going to talk about the game on the ice. And that's it. But then the rest of the week, huge slates. We got NBA coming back this week, massive hockey slates all throughout. That big. Off the screen. That's how big it is. But we're going to talk about everything with you guys tonight. But before we do that, let's talk about the weekend, boys. It was crazy stuff happened all throughout the weekend. Started with a great day of college football and then NFL yesterday. Lots of hockey this weekend too. Who wants to kick us off? What was the craziest thing that you guys saw this weekend, or what's something from the weekend that stood out to you guys?
Something
go.
that's just.
I'll
Go
go.
ahead, please.
I'll go.
Go.
I'll go. Dear Illinois, dear
I knew he was
the
going
Fighting Illini, your jerseys were trash. Your storm was worse. You do not, and I repeat, you do not get to storm, cry, and then storm again all in one season against a 2-5 Kansas team and then a Michigan team that looks like Michigan State of the last few years. Terrible. Awful.
horrible.
You don't get to do that. I'm so sorry. I don't know who told you it was allowed to, you could do that in the Big Ten or in general in college football, but your helmets were ass. The jerseys were ass.
Oh God, those jerseys!
I can't believe how ass
The
Michigan
jerseys.
is.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
my dad loved them. All the old
Really?
people loved it. I was going through seeing who liked it and who didn't, and it was people about 10 years older than me and up loved it.
Mhm.
And I was like,
I thought
it's trying too hard.
the design of the helmet was pretty sick, and they were all hand painted by an artist, which was
2
also
hours
cool.
each, yeah.
Yeah, that was sick, and they looked really cool. The jerseys, though, missed me with that.
I
shit,
hated the
whatever
helmets.
The fuck that was.
I hated the helmets the most.
They all.
Like, if you really
I
want to
like-
do it, how about we
Really?
put some leather helmets on, actually?
Yeah, make them strap on some leather helmets.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a bunch of Tuas running around. We don't need that.
We could talk about him, too, if you want.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
not wearing a Guardian helmet. He said, right? Personally,
He
Yeah.
said he still wants to play.
Yeah,
He's
well,
playing
he's also
next
not
week.
going to wear a
Yeah,
Guardian
he's
cap.
playing. He's practicing. He's set to go.
Hey, man, respect. You know, He probably got every neurosurgeon in the country telling him what to do, and they probably all just said, you know what, it's your life. Like, you got to choose what you want to do. It's what he loves. It's what he wants to do, and I mean, to be honest, football's a violent sport. Like anybody could go out there if you have history of concussions, but you can go out there on any given Sunday and walk out there, and it could be your last Sunday playing football. So, he made the choice, and he wants to do it.
It's insane that we say that about a sport, and it's just like, yeah, let's do it again next week. Let's do it again tonight.
Let's do it again twice tonight.
Speaking of that sport, let's talk some bets.
Let's make some money on it. You know what I'm saying?
Some bets. Let's take Tua Tagovailoa to get sacked 3 times tonight.
To get him 2 rushing yards.
And people are thinking I'm being asked. Tell me that's not how the narrative is on anything that you're going to watch sports-wise. It's like, that is a shame. He shouldn't be going out there. Anywho, let's just check out who got their ass handed to him in the UFC too. Like it's all
in the game tonight. Let's discuss. No, I'm kidding. Not yet. Actually, on that kind of similar front, which I'm interested to see what you guys think about this because I've seen a couple different takes about it. Obviously, it's pretty easy for the Browns fans to boo this guy from the start of the season, but yesterday, Deshaun Watson went down. Very obviously popped his Achilles. It got a confirmed today that he has a torn Achilles and will be out for the rest of the season. The Browns fans were booing him as like he got injured, or they were cheering the fact that he got hurt. And then after the game, Jameis Winston and Myles Garrett started talking about it. They spent about 10 minutes too long talking about it, in my opinion, if you go listen to the clips. Calling him a model citizen, saying that like you should never talk about like a player like that. And I agree, you should never talk about a player getting hurt like that. But let's pump the brakes on calling Deshaun Watson a model citizen now. Like the guy's been convicted of 20 plus sexual assault cases. So I mean, what do you guys think about this whole Browns situation?
The whole franchise is just a dumpster fire. They put way too much money into this guy. It hasn't worked out, and now he's not even going to be on the field. So the whole just fan base, franchise team, just in shambles. But I agree, you can't cheer on someone's injury. That's just not right. Plain and simple.
Yeah. I did see a good take. I saw a cool, I don't know if it's cool, but a good like thing on, I think it was FS1 talking about it, and a guy had a good point about basically what we were just talking about, how, he's a, whatever, your feelings about Deshaun Watson. And then Mark Schlereth was like, yeah, but, they were probably cheering about the fact that they don't have to watch the worst quarterback in football on the field anymore, and they actually have a legitimate excuse to have him off the field now. I mean, it's just an absolute.
And then Jameis Winston still had to wait.
Yeah, fucking hell, man, just crazy situation. But
yeah,
wild.
Just the whole franchise. Bad place to be right now.
Bad place to be. Bad team to cheer for. Bad everything. Honestly, it spoiled Nick Chubb's return. It just made it all about that kind of moment right there. Chubb was back. You seen carries. He got into the end zone. Vibes were high. They didn't lose by that much either. I don't know. It's just the entire situation of bringing him in. But that's what was going to come when you bring a guy like this. Like you said, SPJ, 20 assault cases. It doesn't just go away, right? All these guys did spend way too long talking about it afterwards. But as Browns fans, like just keep it moving. We'll watch him get carted off and keep it moving. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was weird that two guys that, I mean, I know you go to work with a guy and you probably end up liking him and hanging out with him and stuff like that. But to stand so firmly on the fact of like, this guy's like he's been such a great teammate and competitor and like all this stuff, and like, yeah, you guys could just leave it at like you don't boo our guy and like move on. Like we don't have to stand on business that much about it.
Yeah, they should have left it there.
And you believe what you believe, though. Like, who knows what he's told these players in the locker room, too, right?
True.
That's the thing.
But, I mean, Myles Garrett has, like, swung a helmet at a guy's head. He's done some questionable
3
shit,
people
too.
who have had allegations against them. Not Myles Garrett, but Myles Garrett threw the helmet. Jameis has an allegation. Deshaun has multiple. It's just like, and also it's a fan base that also welcomed Deshaun in open arms and had all these shirts and memes about all the making jokes and making light of the allegations. So you get what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a karma person, you had a big Sunday.
Big karma.
Big Sunday for the karma peoples out there. Speaking of good karma, I don't know what the hell Jared Goff's doing, but I want to have some more of what he's having. MVP maybe, boys? Jared Goff, this was a stat of the day from Adam Schefter. In the past 4 games, I'm sure you guys have seen this on Twitter today, but if you haven't, the past 4 games, the Detroit Lions have scored more touchdowns, 18, than Jared Goff has had incompletions, 15, which is an insane stat to even read.
How many kneecaps? Do they have that stat?
All of them. They bit them all.
Okay.
Jared Goff also over the last 4 games, 32 of 34 for 545 yards and 4 touchdowns and 0 turnover-worthy plays. 10 touchdowns, 4 picks on the season, 111.5 passer rating. Lions got the job done yesterday, like we all talked about. Do you guys think he's a legit bona fide MVP candidate at this point, or do you think that it's going to come crashing down?
100%. I think the Lions are the team to beat.
100% what?
100%. He's a bona fide MVP candidate. The Lions are the best team in the NFC by a wide margin in my eyes. And I mean, I'll be the first to say it. Mahomes shouldn't be the betting favorite. He's certainly definitely not playing like the MVP. I think he's being outplayed by a lot of people. But yeah, Jared Goff, I think absolutely. The Lions are firing on all cylinders. He's had help from his defense, which obviously helps. But even without Aiden Hutchinson, they were able to get it done on the road in Minnesota yesterday. So yeah, I love the Lions. I think Jared Goff's legit.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He's got a plethora of weapons, but you got to be able to use those weapons, right? Some days it's Jamo, some days it's Amon-Ra, some days it's going to be Monty, right? I know that Monty didn't have the game everyone was expecting this week, but it was Gibbs. Then it was Amon-Ra, right? We saw Jamo, he was kind of quiet too, but it doesn't matter what week it is. The one dude that's performing every single week, it's Jared Goff. He's running this offense to perfection, and honestly, it's crazy to see if you think about the guy he was a few years ago in Los Angeles.
Well, we've kind of talked about it throughout the whole start of the season with, the whole Sam Darnold stuff, Baker. We'll talk about Baker a little bit later, but like all these guys that get thrown out with the trash for other teams, or they get traded for like next to nothing, and then they go to another franchise in a new system, or they get put in a better situation and they thrive, kind of showing that, sometimes these top picks, and especially number 1 overall picks or top 5 picks, get drafted to shit teams, and whoa, they suck because the team sucks. Like, that maybe that is the reason why the quarterback sucks, not necessarily the quarterback sucking. So we're seeing it a lot, and we're going to watch another one today. Oh, we got a sub bang. Let's go. Who sub banged? Who banged?
It's a good question.
Just for you, Colby. Apparently the biggest Yankee fans of all time now. I don't know if you saw this, but
We bring the ball.
Rogue.
They are.
We bring the ball.
Let's go, Rogue.
Rogue Bala.
Dude, I feel like Rogue is always stubbing.
Always dropping.
Subs. He just got his hat a few days ago.
Oh yeah, his all sauce team hat. This is Rogue's recipe. Tune into the show, bring his own winners, get winners from us, hit bets, drop subs.
Another sub bang.
Another one. Holy fuck! In honor of NBA starting tomorrow.
3-pointer.
Appreciate you, Rogue.
It's good. Wins the game.
Dang, Rogue. No comments by Rogue either.
No,
Rogue,
he's commenting. I don't know why his comments just aren't showing up in StreamYard. He's saying he loves the hat. He just got it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is he on Twitter? Is he on Twitter or Twitch?
Where the hell are you watching, V?
Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch. I'm
he's
in
on
Twitch
Twitch
as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Type harder, Rogue. Maybe it'll work.
Do something else.
Really press down next time.
Yeah, really lay it on the table.
So one thing I wanted to talk about, like just because we're talking about the Lions, is this division. There's 3 teams in this division with 5 wins this year. That's bonkers. What's going to happen? How do you take out the Bears? Have 4 wins. They haven't even played in 6. I know what Kobe thinks is going to happen. They're about to enter the hardest schedule remaining of all teams, right? Left in the season.
And no one's going to be talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be like, what happened to the Bears? Oh, they're barren.
They're barren.
They're barren.
Verb.
Could you imagine if they actually go to the Super Bowl after you fucking said that to me on the week 1?
Do you realize what I can just say? I'd be like, I told you guys.
I know. I hate it.
I told you.
I hate it so much. Oh man. Yeah. Shags. Wow, what a snipe from Isaiah in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I was like, that's definitely not the brand.
No, it's the X's. The X's give it away.
Yeah.
It's one of their staples.
Ward, you guys want to talk about anything else from the weekend? Any other points or anything worth mentioning?
Me and Colby are going to discuss in depth on Wednesday, but there's a legit shot.
Oh yeah,
that Army and or Navy is not only in the college football playoff, but we're going to get them playing each other twice in a potential American conference championship game. Navy actually takes on Notre Dame this week. I'll be scribbling about that game, but Army and Navy both haven't been this good in a while. And with the extended playoff, a good chance one of them finds their way into this playoff. So, got to support the troops.
Support the troops, baby. It's like when we bet on them. Was it the midshipmen we bet on one time? They got the job done.
Yeah, Navy.
Navy, yeah.
The midshipmen.
The midshipmen, indeed.
You know, it's got to be real cool to be playing NCAA, and Army and Navy are good. Like, that's got to be cool. Like, my whole life has been, well, that team's a joke. I'll just go there and become a national champion.
Can you imagine if we're going to get 2 games with like 1,200 combined rushing yards?
There has to be a way to bet the under on the passing.
Pass attempts?
Yes.
Or passing yards.
Less than 10. Less than 10 combined each game.
Shaggy.
Wow.
You want to talk about just man ball. The triple option.
Triple option, baby.
Don't they both run the triple option?
All the
Air
academies
Force
except
too.
Air Force.
No, Air Force runs.
They're never mind. Excuse me. They're back to it.
But
They went away
They
from
throw
it.
the ball.
No,
'Cause
they
they're Air
away
Force.
from it for a few years. Then they brought it back. So they're all that because it's just so much easier to teach them because they're more worried about combat. You know,
Right.
Right.
That's why they do it. But then if
hilarious.
you're who's another team that does it? Georgia Tech used to do it.
Georgia Tech used to.
Is there a reason why? Like, is there a particular history behind the reasoning that they do?
I mean, it was like the offense back in the day, you know, that everybody when nobody.
Yeah, that's like the high
ball.
school offense.
Yeah.
You guys remember when triple option was new, and now we're talking about it like, nah, it's the
In the
old school
NFL.
offense that these old school coaches are running. Like, what a time! What a time!
Basically. Mm-hmm.
And now you got guys in the NFL running it.
It's the wishbone, but theirs is the wishbone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys see Carson
wing.
Wentz and Patrick Mahomes both on the field at the same time for that one? That was
Kelsey
fantastic.
as
I
the
had
fullback.
Yeah, but that was
Kareem
great.
Hunt as the offset tight end.
We said it right, Shaggy. Andy Reid out of a fucking bye week. He's
Out
gonna
of
do
a bye
something.
week, man. Exactly.
It was always the Chiefs. Yes.
That's gonna come out again in the playoffs, but it's gonna be a pass play, and that's when everyone's gonna get fucked.
And Carson Wentz will throw it too.
Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes will be on the receiving end. If you see Patrick Mahomes receiving touchdown anywhere, just know it's happening.
Yeah, if you see that anywhere, that just take.
I almost bet his anytime yesterday with his rush attempts, and I should have, but whatever.
Dude, he fucking
Never
steamrolled
would've
that
got it.
guy. The image of that meme of the guy with that he steamrolled. I don't know the guy player's name with his fucking shirt off, looking like DK Metcalf, and then fucking Mahomes with the beer belly talking to people, and then just
Did you hear him?
truck
Or did you
sticks.
see the comment? He's like, well, that was I guess I found my welcome to the league moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No shit. No
The
shit.
guy was taking it well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that guy's not a dad because Mahomes really has that dad strength.
He does.
That's
He
right.
totally does. It's a thing too. It's legit.
That's that Coors Light strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that Saturday night Coors Light strength coming out.
Chat, I hope that we're all still. You will all still be here, so don't worry. We're not going anywhere. I hope that we're all on this channel when we get to the point when Shaggy has a kid, and then we have Shaggy father bets because it's going to be a wonderful time to be alive.
Shaggy will definitely have his kids hold his infant child hold a piece of that no card, and it'll say Chiefs plus money. Are you kidding me?
What are we doing? Yeah. All right. To wrap it up for the weekend, this is fun. We didn't talk about this at all. If you had to pick a team from the NFC and a team from the AFC right now to go to the Super Bowl, who's your Super Bowl picks right now?
Chiefs Lions.
Okay.
Chiefs Packers.
Okay.
Wow, is there any bias there? You're gonna say Celtics Packers too?
Hey,
who would you pick?
Bears. Hold on, Bears, Yankees.
You're to be a fan, buddy. Don't forget. As you cheer on for the Yankees for the last 3 weeks.
Rogue Ballers with me.
Chiefs Lions. There you go. Also,
trying
what's up,
not
Rogue?
Chiefs,
Texans
and
Lions.
then-
Okay. Niners Packers.
And then they're playing the Chiefs. You're right, Econix.
Yeah.
I mean,
those
I
are-
don't want to do the
Those are-
same panel. I don't know.
I'll
I don't know.
I'll go.
That was much better than my Packers answer. Yeah. Wasn't it, Kobe?
What?
I'm gonna go something different. I'm gonna go Ravens. I'm gonna go tonight is a Super Bowl preview. I'm going Ravens Bucks.
Bruh.
I know it's probably gonna be the Chiefs.
Ooh, yes.
Going
Yes.
Ravens
Chiefs Bucks.
Chiefs Bucks, probably more likely.
Somebody's got to say it hasn't been discussed in chat or out of any of our mouths, but I think the Bills are rocking and rolling, to be honest with you.
Oh, for sure.
I think Josh Allen has proven he's talented enough to lead whomever he's got.
The Amari Cooper edition is huge, too.
Exactly. So, yeah.
He fit in
It
really
feels
nicely
more
yesterday.
wide open.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Mhm.
It does. I think,
Especially with the
Commander
way that Mahomes has been struggling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the Chiefs are, even though they're still the only undefeated team at this point, and I think Shags, you'd be the first to admit it, like, they haven't looked great. They've
It's due.
gotten a little, they're
so close to like 2-4.
Does nobody believe in the Vikings?
I was thinking Vikings, but I can't buy into it. I was just thinking because of their defense. That's what I wanted to say, but I couldn't say it.
I kind of agree too, and I'm not ready to buy in, but like that was me preseason too, and then they went 5-0. You know what I mean? Even like the Lions game, they lost, yes, but that was fucking insanity, right?
They were right there.
That was an insane game. I don't know. I have no read on the Vikes. but
They're like it makes no reason for them to be in all these games.
none. Everybody thought they were going to be a bottom tier team this year.
That's what I thought with the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rowdy. I don't think it should be Mahomes.
Well, you mentioned this before, Shags.
Let's
I mean,
not
Jared
think
Goff.
about Baker. Baker's got 15
Yeah.
passing touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. He's leading the fuck out of this great Bucks offense. We'll talk about it in a little bit. And more than anything, he's making winning plays while not turning the ball over, while throwing touchdowns. And like outside of that Broncos loss, which we've seen, their defense is much better than we thought. I don't know. Baker's been great. Yeah, exactly. That chip, it's getting bigger and bigger somehow as he gets better and better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
I also think, I mean, no one really talked about the Ravens. We'll talk about it more in a minute. But, I mean, Lamar's been playing kick-ass football. Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers has come to play the last couple of weeks. I mean, they have been getting jack shit from Mark Andrews, and he's just kind of coming back into form. Ooh, Flamin' Hots. Oh,
Flamin' Hot.
It was the closest thing to grab. I was like,
That's a beautiful, close thing to grab. Chat, how badly do you want a Flamin' Hot Cheeto right now? Oh,
Can I have one?
Chad, don't clip that.
Stick it in there.
Oh my God, Chad, do not clip this.
All right, well, that was the weekend. That's some of our picks as well. We are going to do a
Palmer
giveaway today.
thought she was
Forgot
getting
to
a
say.
treat. She came out of the room.
You're gonna give her a treat now.
Not flaming hot Cheeto.
You remember
No,
those
not
times
Cheeto.
that you had her fucking puking on shitting all over the place? Give her one of those, see what happens. She might die.
Send her to a different stratosphere.
Yeah, legit. All right, let's get to tonight. We will do a giveaway at some point throughout the show today, so stick around. If you're not tuning in on Twitch, come and hang out with us on Twitch. That's how
Come
you will
to
be
Twitch.
entered to win. Come to Twitch, come to Twitch, come to Twitch. Except Isaiah, you can stay on
I was
YouTube.
going to say, only Isaiah gets the
Yeah, we know
pass.
Isaiah is there.
Isaiah's there. And just to answer your question, Rowdy, we will have an NBA show tomorrow and Friday this week, and we will give you some bets for the rest of the NBA slate because the NBA starts tomorrow. I know you've asked it a couple times in the chat. Don't worry, we'll have you covered. We'll also have stuff on bettingnews.com, so be sure to get involved over there. Anything else from the weekend? Or shall we talk about
Question for the NBA guys. Since Chewy's not here, I can ask this. The Bulls aren't going to do anything, right?
that? No. I don't
No
think so.
way.
Just the only thing they're gonna do is perform better than they should and get a weird draft pick. That's it. That's it.
Just
I have a feeng I think they're going to be better than people maybe think because I actually like
I don't
Josh
want
Giddey as
that.
a player.
That's exactly what I mean.
If Lonzo
I
Ball
honest-
is back and healthy, like, you know, I think they could be frisky, but I don't think they're going to do anything.
They shouldn't be, is my thing. Like, you don't want them to be. There's no reason to be frisky. There's no reason to win.
And there's like
hard
3
to
to
tell.
4 really good picks in this upcoming draft too.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Just I hope they don't.
It's the most Chicago thing ever to have an ass team end up making like the play-in or something, and then you're just doing the same cycle over and over of, oh, let's get the same pick in the top 15 because we made the play-in.
I mean, V mentioned it. We'll talk about it a lot throughout the first couple. Well, we'll probably talk about it throughout the whole season. But this draft class could be, I mean, kick ass. Cooper Flagg looks like he's legit. There's some other guys that are top 5 picks that are going to be awesome. So this could be a huge class of guys that are worth tanking for, which will be kind of come into play later in the NBA season. But all right, let's get into tonight. Got a game on the ice, one game, because the NHL scheduling committee called the WNBA scheduling committee and decided to be friends, I guess. Don't know what the fuck they're doing. But
The
still a
whole
game.
league plays tomorrow on
Classic.
NBA opening night.
Classic.
It makes
sense.
no sense. And then one
Shags,
game
they're-
Wednesday. What the hell?
Shags, they're also doing them staggered times, but they're doing their like
Yes.
frozen puck red zone thing. Like start them all at the same time. What are we
Right.
doing?
They're 15 minutes apart. It's
Yeah,
like
whatever.
did they get a ton of positive reviews about this last year? Because I remember this last year and everybody hated it. The entire world hated it. The entire world said to do exactly what you just said, and clearly they did not listen.
You know, I say a lot of really stupid shit, but I feel like that's a smart
Go
thing
on.
that they should have listened to.
Same.
So, you know, nail on the head. But one game tonight, the Lightnings, the Bolts, the Lightnings, the Tampa Bay Lightnings. The Bolts looking to take on the Leafs tonight. The only game on the schedule, minus 131 are the Maple Leafs. Tampa Bay Lightning plus 117. The over under is 6.5. I agree with SBJ comment about it. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have not mentioned anything today, and I will not ever again. So you're welcome.
It's a great
I say-
comment, Rusty.
I say smart stuff sometimes.
Top tier.
What you got for this one, Shags?
Oh yes, the Lightning and the Leafs. Couple new look squads for these two teams, but last year when these teams played, we had totals end at 7, 11, 10, and 5. Lot of goals when these two teams play, but not necessarily tonight. We're taking the under 6.5 in this game at minus 106. Both of these goaltenders, Andrei Vasilevsky and Anthony Stolarz, have been playing out of their minds this season so far. Both sub 1.75 goals against, and they're both ranked in the top 10 of the NHL. Both teams are actually top 5 in shots against per game this season. They're giving up just less than 27 shots a game. Very defensive. They're both blocking north of 15 shots per game as well. Putting their bodies in front of the line, making it easy on their keepers, who, like I said, are just standing on their heads. I don't know if I'm putting my little tinfoil hat on a little too hard or maybe backwards, but these two teams have gone over way too much recently. So we're going to back the under, back the good goaltending recently, and see what happens. So under 6.5, got minus 106 is the price that I paid. We'll see what happens. I also got a little sprinkle on overtime. Will there be overtime? Yes, at plus 350. Why not?
So I love when Shags pitches an under, and I know he's on an under without knowing it before I have press buttons. So we're gonna go with the under from Shags, but I'm gonna give you guys a player prop to get 2 points. Let's roll with Nikita Kucherov over 1.5 points.
Bitch.
Now, Shags, it kind of ties in with what you're talking about. Like, why the hell is this plus money? I don't really know, but I'm gonna take it. If it's a trap, I don't really care. He's had 2 points in 2 straight games. He scored a goal in every game to start the season. He's been absolutely red hot. He's been ripping puck on net. His over 3.5 shots is also great. He's hitting all 4 games to start the season as well. He had 10 attempts last game. It's a little juiced over 3.5, but I really like the over 1.5 points. I also like him to score. Like I said, he scored in every game to start the season. Maybe that stops tonight, but roll with it, plus 130. So I put a half unit on the plus 130 for the goal and a half unit on the over 1.5 points as well. Maybe today's the day that he slows down a little bit, but maybe the train just keeps on rolling down the tracks. So give me Kucherov. It could be 2-0. That's all we need.
SBJ,
Perfect.
I
Yes, sir.
definitely always agree with you all the time. But the thing about you said about him slowing down, I disagree with, because I do have a play in this hockey game, and
Let's
it's
go.
Kucherov's goal. Now, Shaggy, a 2-0 game with the goal and assist, right? And we all cash, we're all happy. That's what we want.
Perfect.
But Kucherov has been fantastic against the Leafs. Since the 2019-2020 season, he's played them 12 times, not including the playoffs. He scored in 8 of those games. 3 times he scored multiple goals. I think that he's going to keep firing puck. Like you said, SPJ, he's had a hat trick already this season. He scored in every single game, and he is firing puck. 6+ shots on goal in 3 of the 4 games this season. The one, he didn't have 6 shots. He had 4 shots on goal. And I don't know how many he got blocked, probably a shit ton. I'm loving this spot here against the Leafs team that has historically played Tampa pretty closely. But like you said, Shaggy, I don't think it's going to be an over spot. We've seen the minus 105. But Kucherov has been way too hot to kind of stop now. Going into Toronto, a place he's played fantastic. Give me his goal for plus 125.
You know, you guys think you're so slick and so cool because you bet on hockey, but I also have a play in this game. Little do you know, it's kind of juicy, but there to be hockey played tonight is minus 10,000.
Wow. Pay the juice.
Do you believe that? You guys thought it was going to be a threesome. And then I came in with a little special je ne sais quoi. This gives this will bring your parlay from plus 999 to plus 1,000. You're welcome.
There we go.
There's a little flaming hot Cheeto dust
You're
on that for you
freaking
guys.
welcome. And the chip just gets bigger.
MVS to the Saints.
Hell yeah. Wow.
Oh, good
Real?
luck. Have fun. Yeah, that's real. No, I saw it. Mom tagged me in it on Twitter.
I saw a bunch of Chiefs fans bitching, saying, if we get MVS, I'm going to lose my mind. Nobody wants it back. I guess except Isaiah.
I think you guys are going to get D-Hop, in my opinion.
If I was a Chiefs fan, I would be Curl.
Shaggy's
real nice in Kansas City.
On Curl until they take a loss. So they've been Curl 1.
I trust Brett Veach with my life. Whatever move he makes and or doesn't make, guide us to victory, baby.
You guys see this?
Kareem Hunt?
Kareem
Hunt?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You guys see the Najee Harris thing?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
What?
Really funny.
He dropped the N-bomb during his post-game presser, and then you just sit him see. He can just see it on his face. He's like, I'm going to get fined.
he was like, he saw somebody he knew. He was like, yo, what up, dude? And he just like dropped the word, and you see his face go,
oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And that was the rest of his interview. It was hilarious.
Respect.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get fined. Like, Roger
He's
Goodell
going to.
finding Najee Harris for saying that word, that's just not good optics. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not.
I would love to see what the fine looks like, or like
how that letter goes.
Yeah, right. It's just gonna be like the referee's like he was giving him the business. Like I want to see how it's written.
Oh my god,
the referees, man. All right, well, there's some hockey for you guys, and I mean, regardless of what you think of what we all had to say, I mean, this is a hammer job, absolute hammer job.
I do my best. I grind, I dig, and I peel back the layers on the books. And if they hand that out, I will take that 8 times out of 10.
You are basically Shrek.
8 out of 10. Wow.
I'm basically an onion. I am a big fan of onions.
Yeah.
If you can put onions on something, it's getting put on.
Do it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, let's dive into the football. 2 games tonight, doubleheader. One potentially has the potential to be better than the other. But who knows? You never know with these fucking games anymore. Let's talk about this one first. Shags wrote about this one too. The one in the desert. Cardinals taking on the Chargers. The Chargers are 1-point favorites as of right now in the desert. Over/under is 44. Shags, what do you like in this game?
Oh man, it's stinky. It's gross. I still feel disgusting after pressing the button, but we are back in the Cardinals. Tonight
I'm tailing.
in the desert
Let's go.
on the money line. Plus 105 is what I got today. This game is gross, disgusting. But what it boils down to me is I looked at both of these teams' opponents and their schedules. Now, excluding the Chiefs game, and I will admit, hand up to the Chargers, they played a great game, competed with Kansas City Chiefs. Other than that, the offenses that they have played, the Las Vegas Raiders, 26th in scoring. The Carolina Panthers, 28th in scoring. The Steelers, 16th in scoring. And then the Broncos, 21st. How about the Cardinals? Do you guys know who they've had to stop? The Bills, top 5. The Lions, 2nd. Commanders, 1st. 49ers, 8th. Packers, 7th. All top 10 scoring opponents aside from the Rams, who they just blew out of the water. I don't want to say that this Cardinals team is good, but I think the Chargers' defensive numbers, which are first in the league in opponents' points per game, I think those numbers bit inflated based off their opponent. Cardinals 29th in scoring defense. I think those numbers are a little bit inflated. I like the Cardinals. I'm going to take the more battle-tested team at home in this crapshoot of a game that is really gross. I do lean with the over too. I think these teams kind of just, I've said it before, but just trip and fall into the end zone. Just don't really trust either defense, but I do like the Cardinals at home for the plus money.
Shaggy, I was bricked up when you start talking about tinfoil hat on backwards, but that entire pitch right there, I'm in. I'm in on the Cardinals. I can't believe I'm saying that in week 7, boys.
I was waiting all day to talk about this game,
Dude, like,
because here we know Cardinals defense isn't good, but like you said, look who they played. Also, just who is the better offense here? That's what I'm thinking about the whole time. Ooh, the Chargers. Give me the Cardinals, man.
right.
The
Absolutely.
more dynamic quarterback, the guy that could do a lot more than whatever Herbert's been doing.
And I mean, the Chargers wide receiver room, if you can even call it a wide receiver
I don't
room,
even know
is
who's
dealing-
on that.
They're dealing with a ton of injuries anyways. So I mean, they might be trotting out you, Colby. You might be the Chargers' fourth receiver
Hey.
tonight. You never know.
Hey, I played tight end in high school. Didn't start.
There's
was
so many
also
things
fat.
I can say right now.
Kobe, don't worry, man. I would shift from the offensive line to tight end, so I was even bigger.
I'll tell a quick story. I went out for a route one time in high school, and I dropped the ball, and my coach said, "Marcio, you're a biscuit away from being in the offensive line." And I mumbled under my breath, "You're a Hershey kiss away from another heart attack." So where are we at here?
Wow.
Wow.
He
Can
said I
we
was a
pe- can we
biscuit away.
please- Can we please get a photo of Colby Marcio in pads in high school? There's got to
Yeah,
be one
hold
somewhere.
Give me a second.
Later, post it on the timeline. Post it on the timeline.
Someone's
Or
gonna
send it to our
reply
group
with.
chat.
Someone's gonna
Send it to our
reply
group
with "Glory Days." It's not Glory Days.
Doesn't this game feel like
Somebody
that
pull up
this
the
one's
huddle.
going to be? Yeah.
V, I have one highlight. I blocked for a touchdown. It was pretty cool.
Please find it, dude.
Yo.
Find it.
That'd be so tough.
Kyle Juszczyk, right here, as we live and breathe, guys.
In the flesh. In the flesh.
Nah, more like Pat Ricard. Come on, brother.
Oh my God.
It's all love. It's all love.
The fullback love though on stream today is nice. Oh man.
Facts. Doesn't it feel like though that this game, like if you look at both these games on paper, right? You've got the Bucs and the Ravens, the sexier matchup. That game probably should go over because both those defenses suck at stopping anything, and both those offenses are humming. And this team, this game's like, ooh, no one's gonna watch this game, but this one's gonna probably end up being the one that has all the fireworks, and the Bucs Ravens is gonna be like 3-0 at halftime, right? I mean, I don't think so necessarily, but that's just how these fucking Monday night games have been going. So.
I do have one play. Sorry, SPJ, go ahead.
I have a prop too, but you can go first.
It was actually exactly what Econix just said right here. Trey McBride, anytime touchdown, plus 280. Yeah. Trey McBride over the last few weeks has been a target machine. He leads the Rams in targets with 38 targets. He's not only reeling most of them in, but he's been doing a great job. He doesn't have drops in the year. Most of the targets that he's seeing that he doesn't catch are uncatchable targets and things that Kyler, we know, lays just kind of out there way too far or badly thrown ball. But the thing is like Marvin Harrison Jr. and everybody on the outside, he likes these short intermediate routes and he really trusts the big body of McBride. I think that this is the week he finally gets into the end zone. We saw another couple tight ends, Zach Ertz yesterday get into the end zone after he's been on a pretty heavy target share the last couple of weeks. I think McBride's in that same kind of spot this week. It's at plus 280. It's ranging from plus 220 on some books. So I'm really liking the spot for him. I think he gets into the end zone. And everything you said, Shaggy, about this Chargers defense, everybody's hyping them up like they're really good. We saw them last season. Their pass defense was one of the worst in the NFL. And who did they really add? Who's really been playing that much better? Is this a case of they actually got better because of Harbaugh and because of the schemes that he's maybe brought in, or is this a case of bad opponents? Right now, it looks like a case of bad opponents. So give me McBride plus 240 in this one, and I'm tailing Shaggy with the Cardinals because fuck yeah.
I mean, V, you said Joey Bosa listed as doubtful. 2 other corners listed as questionable. Asante Samuel still on the IR. So yeah, they're just kind of beat up all around.
Everybody in chat hates this right now. Just I don't know if everyone's been reading chat.
Just do it, Rusty.
Yeah.
Plug your nose.
I'll pitch something on the other side because newsflash, even though Shags did mention that the Cardinals have played a lot of tough opponents, they can't stop the run to save their lives. They're one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL. And the Chargers have been running the football really, really well with this guy. Give me J.K. Dobbins. I got over 76.5 rushing yards. It's up to 80, 81.5. I still like it there. I laddered it to 100. Justin Herbert's still kind of banged up, recovering from that ankle sprain situation. So they've been leaning on Dobbins a lot. He's been averaging 16 carries per game. He's been averaging over 85 yards on the ground. Those are kind of inflated because of those first 2 games where he had 135 and 131 yards on the ground. But the Cardinals have been getting absolutely smoked. They're the second worst rushing defense in the NFL, allowing 153 yards on the ground. And to the running back position, they're allowing almost 125 yards on the ground. No Gus Edwards in this game, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure Gus Edwards is out, so J.K. Dobbins will probably get even more carries than usual. I think that also, last point on that, on the road, the big game for the Chargers. They can go 4-2 in this matchup. I know you lean Cardinals. I kind of agree with you, but on the road, they're going to want to control the tempo. They're not going to want to get into a fucking shootout with this team. So I think they're going to want to run the football, run the clock, make sure that they kind of keep everything in front of them. And I think that starts with Dobbins. And that's also attacking the defense of the Cardinals where they struggle anyway. So I really like Dobbins in this matchup. You can take his touchdown. It's minus 145. I'm not taking that straight. But if you want to put it in a parlay, he's probably getting into the end zone too. So I really like Dobbins in this matchup.
I got a photo for you guys. I pulled it up.
Oh my goodness.
There he is.
My man.
Nice.
The pink gloves. Oh yeah.
It's October, baby.
Oh yeah.
It's October.
Absolutely.
You look like a solid tight end, my man.
That's a tight end, man. That's a
tight end right there.
Right there. That was
That's a
the
young
coach in
Gronk.
front was my dad went to high school with that guy, and they'd always be like, Marshall, just stay by me, I'll let you know when you're going in. I didn't go in unless you're up 30.
Is he the kind of coach that always had like a massive thing of dip in his mouth?
Oh my God. So
Big ol' hog.
you guys aren't gonna know who this is, but Jim
Gronk.
Thayer played for the Bears, and he went to my high school, and then Tom Thayer went there. Jim was his brother. Jim was my coach. Jim played fullback at Purdue, was their fullback, I think was a monster there. He's a massive man. And I mean a massive man. He always had a fat lip. And when he would spit, he would do this. He was so big, he'd have to bend over and then spit. He was a unit. It was Ricky. I'm sorry, not Jim. Ricky. We call Ricky T. Ricky T was spitting from almost on the ground.
If you're watching, Ricky, hello, what's up?
I think he died.
Probably the dip in the belly, maybe.
Rest in peace. He was a legend.
Yeah, for real. Speaking of legends, there could be some legends tonight in Tampa Bay. The other game, Monday Night Football. I mean, I said that it's probably not going to be the other way around, but this one probably should have some fireworks to it. The Bucks taking on the Ravens. V, I know you wrote about this game. The Bucks are now 4-point underdogs. The line moved from 3.5 to 4. Over-under is set at 50. Both teams 4-2. What do you like in this one, Sauce?
Man, there's a couple of things I'm liking in this one, but let me just talk real quick about the power of friendship, okay? The power of friendship and how strong it is. It's the reason we have this network. It's the reason that we're all together. And it's the reason that we do the stuff that we do. All right, now, enough corny stuff. It's why we're betting on Mark Andrews and Baker Mayfield today. I saw the interviews this week of Baker going around talking about how Mark is one of his best friends. They came into the league in the same year. They were drafted to the same division, and they played each other 8 times over the course of their first 4 seasons in the league. They have not played each other since. He literally said, he's like, Mark doesn't talk to me during the season. He doesn't answer my texts. We don't have a relationship during the season because he can't separate the football from the friendship, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I think it's so funny, and that's why we're going with Baker Mayfield's over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I got this at minus 124. I just think that Baker's been way too good this season to kind of sleep on him now. Like we said, the Ravens defense is bottom tier. They're allowing the most passing yards per game. They've allowed 11 passing touchdowns to opposing QBs, and in my opinion, haven't really played a lot of guys that are too much of a threat. We saw Josh Allen had kind of a bad game against them, and then Jaden Daniels didn't throw a lot of touchdowns, but they've been getting kind of rated through the air, and I think that Baker's going to put it in the end zone. His attempts are sitting at 36.5. I believe we love the passing yards line. He's averaging over 250 passing yards per game, and he's got 15 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He's going to get 2 more, probably 3 tonight in this game against the Ravens. On the other side of the ball, we're going with Mark Andrews to go over his 2.5 reception line. This line, in my opinion, is just too low for what should be a high-scoring game. Over the last 2 weeks, Mark Andrews has seen 9 targets, which isn't a whole ton, but the thing is he's finally kind of being worked back into this offense. His snap count is 50-50 basically right now with Isaiah Likely, but that's also why both their lines are currently sitting at 2.5. Likely's juiced, juiced to the under. His over's in at plus 110. I just think that in this type of game, we've seen the history that they have. Outside of Mark's first year where he was on the bench, the last six matchups of him and Baker playing against each other, he's averaging over 75 yards per game, 8+ receptions per game, and he's had a touchdown in 5 of the 6 games. And he's got 2 games with 2 touchdowns. I just think that the narrative is too big. I want to bet on it. I want to bet on friendship. Give me Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions and give me Baker's over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
I'm all for betting on friendship.
Betting on friendship, baby.
I did want to read this because Sook sent this in the group chat. I think he posted it on Twitter too. I'll post his tweet. But Levante David to get a sack is plus 425 right now on Betonline. Go get it right there. It's the best available line we're seeing. The thing he said here, I'll just read it. The few times defenses have gone to Lamar this time, it's been safeties and linebackers. David is looking young with 2-sack game on the year, and that 2-sack game came against who? Jalen Hurts, another mobile QB. So don't sleep on it. At plus 425, it's worth a little sprinkle. Why not?
He's been killing it on those sack props. You guys figured out one yesterday on Gridiron because of your who was that? Who's that guy, Shax?
Pascal. Zach Pascal.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
There you go. Nice. I also have a prop in this game. It kind of ties in with what I'm not betting on friendship necessarily, but it ties into the guy that you mentioned. So I'll honorarily bet on friendship, I guess. I'm also taking Baker. You know what? I was looking at stats for this game, man, and I don't know. You could take Lamar's passing yards. You could take Zay Flowers' receiving yards. You could take Mark Andrews' receiving yards. You could take Kate Otton's receiving. Every prop looked very enticing in this game. So if you like a lot of stuff in this one, I would suggest SGPing it because this game could turn into just a shootout because both of these pass defenses are very bad. Bottom 5 in the NFL. But the Ravens have the worst pass defense in the NFL. They've been getting absolutely cooked week after week after week after week. Baker Mayfield's passing yards prop is I got 253.5. It's moved up a yard. Don't care. I like it up to 300. The Ravens have allowed a 300-yard passer in two straight weeks. They've also allowed a quarterback to go over this passing yards line in every game this season, except when they beat the brakes off the Bills and Josh Allen just had a terrible game. Every other game they've allowed a quarterback to go over this. So I really like Baker Mayfield in this matchup. V kind of talked about it a little bit more too. And the Ravens legit are the worst passing defense in the NFL from a yards perspective. So, and I think that ties into the fact that the Ravens, their rushing defense is the best in the NFL. So most teams have to throw the ball, and good that the Ravens are getting attacked that way because they're letting it happen. So I really like Baker in this matchup. I also like Lamar. I didn't know which one to go with. I think Lamar could have a good game through the air too. He's been cooking the last 2 weeks especially, and this Bucs defense, especially on the back end, is also not great. But I went with Baker because I kind of like the Bucs to cover in this game. So gave me Baker Mayfield over his passing yards.
Just because you brought up Lamar, over the last 4 weeks, he's averaging 252 passing yards per game. He's had 8 touchdowns to just 1 interception, and he's also ran in for 2 more scores. Also averaging 59 rush yards per game on the game. I think that he's going to be like a big reason, and that's why I think the spread's moving a little bit too. But I also have 2 touchdown scores that I did take. One is Mark Andrews at plus 300. If you want to sprinkle that with me, it's a little bit more of a long shot, but I like that. I guess both my touchdown scores are long shots. I'm taking Baker at plus 500. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns on the year already. This is one of those games where he's going to have to move the chains, and do something out of the ordinary to kind of get a win against a Ravens team that has been just demolishing good teams over the last 4 weeks. The Commanders, the Bills, the Bengals, and okay, maybe not the Cowboys. They're not good. But like 3 of the 4 teams, pretty good rosters, and they've demolished them. I think Baker's going to have to make some magic today, and plus 500 for him to scramble right into the end zone. He's been running. He's not afraid to run. So give me it for plus 500.
You know, I was wondering that all day today. Is it his rushing yards? Is it? Because I was
Lamar?
between that. No. Baker's.
Oh, right.
I was between Baker's, and then his attempts weren't bad. It's 3.5. He's only gone over, I think, 3 times this season. Or he's had 3 a bunch of times. Like, he's had at least 3 a bunch of times. There's 0 against the Broncos. And I'm like, but he's such a gamer that he is going to run if he has to.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I think I like the yards. I think the yards is 12.5.
I think it's 14.5. I think
12.5 now, Shags. It went
is
down.
it down? It's I'm taking it.
Yeah.
If it's back down to 12.5, I'm taking it. They had it at 14.5 all week. They finally put it up to 15.
I think they really think that he's going to move the ball through the air, but it's Baker Mayfield.
I mean, the Ravens, you know, they
you can get 11 for minus 111. I'm getting 11.5.
Baker Jackson, boys. Baker Jackson. Lamar Mayfield. What do we want?
Josh Allen had 22 against them. I think Jaden Daniels had like 20 plus against them. We're not asking for that many.
I'm also on both dogs tonight because death taxes. I like betting on the dogs.
I was gonna say, should we just take both dogs tonight? The Bucks plus 4.
I like the Bucks to cover
the cards.
The money. Yeah.
Somewhere he's bricked up and wondering why.
He was
earlier.
Yeah. Just he knows we're taking the Bucks, so now he's bricked up. He heard that in the universe. Oh, there he goes.
Shags, I was going to text you earlier this week because when this line dropped for this game, I was looking at Baker's rushing yards. That was the first prop I looked at in your honor, and I was like, 14.5. They moved that shit.
No, I'm back down. 11.5 minus 111. I'm on it as well. Add it to my card.
So all right, so any other? I have one more gross prop in this game, and then I think what we can do. How about we take both teams that we like to the Bucks to cover and the cards? We can just take the money line because it's a point, whatever. But then we'll pick one prop, and we'll have that be our 4-teamer for the night, and that's it. But my last prop I wanted to mention to you guys, and I got 13.5 receiving yards for this line. It's now 17.5. I wish I posted it last night when I took it, but I still like it at 17.5. I got Sterling Shepard over 17.5 receiving yards. It's grody. It's probably he's only had 3 catches, but he's had it in 3 of his last 4 games. You can also take his over 1.5 receiving receptions if you like. He's had 3 catches, like I said, in 3 of the last 4 games. But I just think this line's too low, especially the 13.5. The 17.5 maybe a little dicier because he's not going to get a shit ton of targets. It's definitely a butthole clinching play, but I really like Shepard in this matchup. 13.5 just felt way too low. So, yeah, brother. Ooh, I'm in. I know it was disgusting, Ma, but let's roll. All right.
Ma, how did you feel about Keon Coleman yesterday? You back in on him yet or not? You still gonna give it another week because that dude went off.
It's the Titans, brother. Did you see the? Do you see the?
Yeah, SBJ. Yeah,
he's coming around. He's coming around.
Oh, man, treat him like the Bears. Come on, man.
Treat him like the Bears.
Oh,
you can only spank your dick so many times until it just starts hurting, and then you're like, no.
SBJ said, "I'm betting on my team."
Oh my god!
You can't stop me.
The Lions are. You know what I'm going to do this week? You guys ready? I'm
Take
taking
the
the Lions. Yeah, sure. We're winning.
Well, I'll be betting the Titans just because the reverse is going to happen.
Go for it. I'm just not going to bet it at all. No. What was I going to say? Oh, fuck! I was going to say.
I love you too.
Thank you. I love you too. Really, Crutch. I think this game has the potential to be really good. It could get a little.
Dude, I agree with Crutch. I feel like
we just locked it in.
I agree with Crutch. They just because it's always primetime unders. They never like the total today is for this game. This should be the game of the night. 50. I feel like it's too high. I understand both teams can do it. That we all spoke about the defenses, but I really hope the under doesn't happen. because this is a really good matchup.
Right.
Yeah. From a betting perspective, it's hard to look at it and just like, because you're just in the back of your head, you're going, why does this just feel too comfy?
Death Texas primetime unders.
But I will say, though, the last 2 weeks, the public has been eating. Like,
Munching.
eating. So there's not to say that, and this season really in the NFL, I mean, it has been like, I know a lot of the 5-point underdogs have been covering and winning outright and stuff like that, but I mean, it's been, last couple weeks has been, the favorites and overs and just, send it. So I don't know, maybe that continues tonight. All right, guys. We're gonna cook our parlay and then we'll do the giveaway in honor of me sucking yesterday. I'm gonna give something away to you guys for going over, and then we'll get out of here. Let you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Can you just change your Twitter @ to Sweatpants Santa Claus, please?
Yeah,
please.
I don't.
Please.
I only wanted to do that because I don't like going over. I hate not hitting.
No, everyone does.
Alan Lazard saved me. But, we have people that pay attention to what we say. I mean, you guys might not tail us or not. Who cares? But, like, I always feel bad when that happens. And it's like, here's a
I
little...
get you. I just wanted you to... Can you be there for Halloween?
Ho, ho, ho. Sure. I'll put, like, glitter in my beard and shit.
Yes. There we go.
Hell.
Does everyone have a Halloween costume now that we're on the topic?
Not yet.
I don't believe so, no.
I was thinking about being Seth Rollins because I get that comparison.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
But
V's going as my dad, even though he does it every day.
Nice. We will have a Halloween episode where we all have to dress up like we did last year.
Like we did last year. That's fun.
It's Thursday Night Football on Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Thursday?
It'd be perfect. All right, so let's do this. Shall we do both teams the unders? Let's go, your nanny.
Nanny. What is that entitled? I need to know what the outfit would be. I need to know what that would be. Because are you wearing a hat?
with a
Are you
mustache.
slicking your hair back? Like, obviously you have the mustache.
She's got the
Well,
up to your units hat.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
she's got the hat already.
She walks around with the
No.
mug.
She's got the mug. She's got a mustache.
She has a megaphone
little-
to
a dog.
project her loud voice.
A fake
She
chain.
just screams there's still baseball on.
Oh my God. Every single AI thing that you post
Fake
gives me
chains.
nightmares.
Mine?
The face. Yes, the face is that.
Oh,
makes
I
me
always
nightmares.
make him, and I always end it with make him obnoxious but lovable.
I think it's leaning a little more the first direction versus the second one, unfortunately.
That's what we call self-awareness, right there.
Absolutely.
That's what.
Wow.
He's insane, but people kind of like him.
Oh my God, this is great. This is so good, Green Nanny.
Your nanny, now you have to do it because if you don't
Yeah.
do it, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah. All right. Do you guys want to do Bucks to cover and Mayfield rushing yards, or do you guys
Yeah.
want to do something different? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And
Let's just take all three. Let's take both dogs' money lines and then Baker rush yards.
now let's do the points for the Bucks just in case. It's 4.
All right, I'm on the points for
Yeah,
it,
let's
too.
do the 4.
And then the cards on the plus, we can just take the plus 100. And then anything from a prop perspective or anything else you guys like?
Um,
No.
McBride,
Not to
how do you
circle-
that
not-
might be too saucy.
not to circle back, but
Oh yeah.
Just throw it
take
in
the
there.
under.
It'll move the needle a little bit.
Tiny will. You could take that under in the hockey game.
If you guys want to. I'm on it. So
We can also take Cooch to get 1 point and just call it.
I was just about to say I don't hate that.
yeah, Kuz for
For
just
1
one.
point.
Get every game. You got the equinox between the two
Might-
teams. There's two
might
sports.
be a little soft, but fuck it, you know.
Half equinox.
I mean, the 2 points is plus money. So that's fishy as fuck. So I'm gonna take it, but I like the 1. We can just take the 1.
Yeah.
You know, Saturday we get an equinox.
I know. I love
Do
those
we?
days.
We get it all,
First of the season.
Let's go.
except no full NFL.
Or college basketball. But 14 days.
Close. 2 weeks.
Hey,
Oh,
G Unit
yeah.
knows. G Unit knows.
Oh, dude, I'm so close. Shut up.
G unit. Should
You're so jealous. You said.
Yeah.
we should message him.
Yeah, cool.
He just followed me back today.
There you go.
I didn't know. I forgot. I keep forgetting he's a baseball sicko. Like he's me.
Yeah,
Or I'm him.
honestly,
Excuse
baseball
me.
and
Sorry.
baseball and college
I'm him.
basketball.
There are a lot
I'm
of
him.
similarities. Cooch to get a points minus 430. Are we really throwing that in here?
No.
I mean, we're throwing in Colby's minus 10,000, so
Which one sells? Chat, who sells?
Oh man.
Should we take the goal?
No, it's. I think I'd rather let's see how much it moves the needle. If it moves the needle like more than what's worth it, then we can't.
salesman sells.
We can also just leave it at 3 legs.
We could.
Yeah.
We could also not get greedy.
Rusty, I may have been wrong about the Colorado Buffaloes.
Oh, dude. Right. So you guys can take this however you would like, but Tampa Bay plus 4.5, Baker Mayfield plus 12.5, over 12.5 rushing yards. The Cardinals to win, Nikita Kucherov for a point, plus 666.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, we will not be taking that in honor of ooh.
Shags hated that.
Sorry for
I kind of like it.
Place it. Place it.
I kind of like it.
Place
I'm betting
it.
I'm betting it. I'm putting 1269.
Place it right now.
ooh, Ma. First touchdown.
Oh, it moved. Damn it.
All right, how do we want to think about this? I always let the plums talk. What?
Little plum talk.
I usually don't do them, but let me look at them. Because it's like it's
All right.
too obvious to say Derrick Henry.
Oh, just
Let's go Kate Otten.
Kind of like
You gotta
that.
go crazy. You gotta go for the first one, Kate Otten, and then for the other game,
I want to say James Conner, but it might be Michael Wilson.
you know what? Oh, do Kyler Murray at 12-1.
Oh, I kind of like that actually.
Kyler Murray, Kate Otten, get juicy.
Me and the boys hit Kareem yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Tell
Thanks
the
for
boys I
sharing.
say, yo.
Kareem.
You want to hear a weird one? Somebody that's probably just scoring a touchdown that makes no sense. Kimani Vidal. You guys know who that is?
Need a
Yep.
Chargers backup running back.
Chargers backup running back.
He's Palmer's daycare sitter.
Plus 250. Scored last week. I could just see him vulturing J.K. Dobbins. J.K. gets him all the way down there, and then
Well, if JK has a 70-yard run, he's going to
Oh!
need a big breather. So
Ooh,
that would be
I just
nice.
realized we have a fullback possibility tonight. I need to see what's his face's prop is.
the Chargers guy.
I just
No,
bet
no,
Mike
no.
Evans for the first
No,
game.
the Ravens fullback.
Oh, Ricard.
Oh, Ricard. Shit, jinx. All right, let's do a giveaway and let's get out of here.
Bet on yourself, Kobe.
2,800 for him just to score.
Drop a dub if you guys are in the chat. We're going to do a giveaway of a mug and a hat. It's going to go into one person, so you guys are getting extra lucky for being here. Drop a dub. Thank you for all that you guys do for hanging out on the channel, and hopefully you guys smack all of your bets tonight.
I say YouTube, I got you.
Mr. Betts, you got it squared
I
away.
got you, yeah.
The duckies.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ducky.
Isaiah, YouTube. Boom. How long do we want, boys?
Let's do 30 seconds.
Ladies.
Give 'em an
5 minutes?
opportunity.
30 seconds, so 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
All right.
Wow, look at all those ducks. Holy shit, Twitch.
Yeah, we got a lot of ducks.
Big
Got
dubs.
a lot of duckies.
Sheesh. All right, ready?
All right, let's do it. Get after it. Quack, quack.
Sorry,
Little
little
Shags,
Shags.
you're cooked.
Yeah, nice try. Already got a mug,
Look.
anyways.
Not true.
Now, there he goes. Quack.
The clockwork. Well, I don't know. Maybe like
you're
got
muted.
out there, dropped back, and then now he's gonna make a big,
If we're able to do this, we should have it like real small, like the top corner,
Randy?
and then have it for an hour. And then, like by the
Randy!
time we're done with the show,
Yeah.
see who wins.
Have a winner at the end of the show.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, all right, let's close it out. We got 2 minutes left.
Dude, it takes so much bandwidth, though.
It does. It would
Oh
really
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it just
My computer would
drains.
literally like jump out the window.
die. Congrats,
Go,
Brindy.
Brindy.
Appreciate you,
W's.
man. No, you already have that, Frindy. You already got that in your pocket. No, you win a mug and a hat. Just so DM me or Betting News, and we'll get you sorted out.
Don't
there we
send
go.
him the all sauce cap. He's got one of those on the way.
Oh, Prindy's gonna be like swagged out Betting News.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. Let's go. All right, guys. Thanks for tapping in today. Thanks for go follow Vsauce. Go follow Mr. Marcio. Go follow Shaggy. Go follow me. Follow all of us. Go get involved with the chat too. Hang out with them. Oh,
happened?
Mr. No, Shaggy. I love you so much.
Funny guy.
Hey, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning into our free content every day. We could not do this without you guys. We're really lucky to get to sit here and talk with you guys and talking sports. We hope you enjoy hanging out with us every single day. We got a huge week this week. It's going to be a little bit different in comparison to schedules. No pickoff tomorrow. There will be the boys back for pucking around, labbing up in the morning, and then V, Stook, and myself will be live for an all-sauce team to get you guys ready for NBA starting tomorrow. And then we have Puckett with myself and Z and Betsky to get you guys ready for the massive NHL slate tomorrow.
Is it triple dip tomorrow?
We're
And
triple dipping
playback
tomorrow.
for the Celtics game.
And they're playbacking for the Celtics game.
You're doing basket case too?
Yeah.
I think so. If I can figure out a way to squeeze it in somehow.
Oh man.
We'll see.
Wow.
But then
Full
double
day
dip-
tomorrow, people.
Double dip Wednesday,
Full day.
double dip Thursday, double dip Friday, and can I drop your news, V? Can I tell the peoples? Or
Yeah,
have you guys
absolutely.
officially
Tell the
decided?
people.
You guys are finally going to get your 24-hour stream from Vsauce and Just Sook.
Yep.
Finally.
Yeah, baby. It's coming this Friday. We're going to be live, full slate, all sauce team, playback in all the games. We're going to do some giveaways, make Sook figure
What
out.
time are you starting?
6 a.m. Friday morning. 6 a.m. to 6 a.m., boys. Tune in. I will be live on playback for the 24 hours. We'll be on Twitch for the all sauce team. And like everybody said, Friday's going to be another big content day. We got the pickoff. We got sauce team, full NBA slate, MLB World Series kicking off, and college football. So it's going to be a fun day. We're going to sweat out a bunch of games. And Friday. I know it's late. I know it's a little late, but Friday.
No,
Let's go.
You guys are gonna need 2 screens Friday because then you can have up your units and the other show that we have on Friday. I can't remember what the fuck it is anymore. And then on the other screen you can just watch V and Sook the entire day. What else do you need? Yeah, Austin, me either. Don't remind him either. He talks about it enough. Someone drop the pics in the chat. I'll read them one more time. I'll read the parlay to you guys one more time, and then we will post it before the games tonight. So don't worry, Alex. It's coming right now. Chat, drop what you guys have, too, because you guys are sharper than we are anyways. Cardinals on the money line. Nikita Kucherov from the Tampa Bay Lightning to get a point. The Buccaneers to cover 4.5. Baker Mayfield over 12.5 rushing yards. It was plus 666, but it actually ended up being plus 672. You're welcome. So that's the parlay. There's been a shit ton of stuff we also talked about on the show. Go watch the replay if you guys missed out on anything. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Go follow the goats. We will catch you guys tomorrow for a triple dip. Can you guys believe we're doing a triple dip tomorrow? Holy.
And Friday.
Holy.
You know it. We're always here, chat. We're always here.
Always
here.
watching.
Always free.
Always free.
Because of
Just
you
for
guys.
you. Absolutely.
Big content day. A big content week, guys. Big content week
content
coming up.
week.
I know you got college basketball in 2
whole
weeks. So it's
season.
about to get crazy. This
It's
is the time of year.
baby.
This is the time of
Sports
year.
are
We-
back.
Big time.
14
You
days.
guys, you
14
guys came
days.
for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a great Monday. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
What
right
you know
here.
about rolling?
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do now?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about